Welcome, everybody. Welcome
Hi,
to our
guys.
broadcast. I just realized something, Russ.
What's that?
I think you need my hairbrush.
Why?
You have a piece that's like sticking up straight up on top of your head. There you go. Now you're good. Nope, right on top of your head. You got it right in the first stroke.
I got it.
Yeah, awesome. There we go. Fixed it, folks, because we couldn't have him looking like alfalfa. I didn't notice it until all of a sudden I looked at the camera here, and I saw
a bear at the back as well.
No, it was right on the side. I saw it. That's why. Anyway, welcome you guys. We are here tonight for our live broadcast, and
Yes, we apologise for last week.
yeah. So last week we were supposed to, and we were here, but yeah, that went a little bit haywire. We have no idea
Yeah.
what happened, so we're just gonna redo the same thing, but from a different twist.
Same
Because
subject, but after.
Same subject matter, but instead of a before, what do you think will happen? We're going to do it from the after.
Yeah.
What did happen?
What did happen?
Or how much? So we talked about football or fantasy, and we're going to look at some economic market conditions right now. And one of the biggest, of course, economic market condition last weekend. Oh, by the way, folks, I am not wearing a toga. This is a heated blanket. It's freezing downstairs in our studio. All right, I'll take it off and just be me.
You've got a big bit of fluff there.
I have fluff.
The other side.
This side?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
On your shoulder.
Too bad. I can't see it on camera, so
Okay.
we'll be okay. Anyway, biggest things that happened last weekend, we had Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl
Yeah.
all
we
on the
did
same
indeed.
weekend. So I kind of was asking people on Facebook, what did you do? Did you celebrate Valentine's or football? Like basically football or fantasy? Football, Super Bowl, fantasy, Valentine's Day, right?
Yep.
And well, probably because I have more women on my page, my responses were primarily Valentine's. Like that was the focus that they had. It does help as well that the Packers weren't in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
because of where we live, obviously. So that probably had some factor
I
playing.
think it might have been a better game if the Packers were playing.
No, it was a
Although
great
it was
game.
pretty tight.
It was a great
pretty
game.
tight,
It
yeah.
came down to the last little bit
Yeah.
there, and
Could have gone either way.
could have gone
there.
either way, and then that just kind of did. I
Yeah.
actually really like the fact that, that I like the fact that they did not make them take that last knee. Like
Yeah.
all they had to do was hike the ball and take a knee, and that they didn't push it to see if they could get a fumble or anything like that. They just said, you know what, better team won, and they gave up.
I like the fact, I heard a fact on the radio, actually, I think it was yesterday. There was a guy that put a $5 million bet on the Bengals
Right.
to win.
Okay.
Okay? He owns a bed company, like a mattress company,
Right.
and he put this bet on. And they were saying that was a really smart move by him.
Why?
Putting the 5 million down. Well, a 30-second advert is 7 million.
Okay.
He has got so much advertising out of the fact that he lost 5 million on a bet. He's got way more than 30 seconds worth because he's been on TV, in the papers. They've been broadcasting it for like a week before the game and at least a week after the game. The fact that he lost 5 million. And he was going to give everyone discounted beds if he won.
Oh my goodness.
So he's got a ton of advertising out of it for less than they would have charged to advertise in the Super Bowl.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's okay. The question is whether
Fun
he did
fact.
whether he did that on purpose or not.
And they said he ought to do it again next year.
The question is, does he still have 5 million now that he's lost on the Bengals? Was he a Cincinnati businessman?
I'm not sure. I do not know.
Right. So we don't know whether he was actually someone local to their area or not.
No.
Okay. Or whether it was a nationwide thing. So clearly the advertising worked on you because you don't even know where he's. You don't even know his source.
I just paid attention to the fact that he had bet this money, so people local to him would know. Obviously.
So here's a question: what if he spent that 5 million just advertising in his area, or just gave that 5 million as a discount off to everybody? I mean, took 5 million and just threw it down on his beds and did that.
But this way he gets to gamble. If he wins big. And
what
if
were
he
the odds?
loses,
Did they say, or do you not remember?
They didn't say.
Gotcha. Well, we were talking again about basically going back and forth on which do you think the most money, where do you think the most money is spent? Do you think it's spent on the Super Bowl or on Valentine's every year? And what did you say?
I thought it would be the Super Bowl.
Yep, you thought it would be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So let's pull up some of
Because
those
of
stats.
ticket prices and things like that, advertising.
Yep, ticket prices, advertising, but this is like consumer spend. So obviously some of that would be ticket sales and, you know, and what they buy while they're
People
at the
buying
game.
jerseys
And all the
caps
consumer spend
stuff
and
like that, yeah.
the hotels that are gone to, the rental
Yeah.
cars, that's all consumer spend. So let's take a look at that and take a look at the stats really quick here. I do want to double check something because we had so much problem last time. I want to make sure that we are broadcasting really well, and let's see. Normally, if we're not and they can't hear us, our superfan says something. So let's make sure. Awesome. Superfan is there, and she actually says, this would be her comment. That would be Mattress Mac, who owns a furniture store in Houston and is a great philanthropist. So, Mattress Mac. So apparently
Mattress
our
Mac,
superfan,
there we go.
our superfan knows who it is. So
Yeah.
I did not see that. I've been too busy working on our business. But let's take a look at what the spend was for the last few years and take a look at that. So the estimated Super Bowl consumer spending in the United States, this is basically, I mean, these are rough numbers in a bit because you can't track every single
And they
penny.
were prior to the game, so we don't have the facts of the
Well, this is actually, this is pretty much what's projected spending for this year based on
Yeah.
what they already saw spent. Like, because there was a lot
But
that was already
apparently
spent.
they exceeded.
Yeah. Well, no, they're pretty much where they would be. I checked the numbers.
Did you?
Yeah, I rechecked them. They were pretty much in the same ballpark, so there wasn't a big difference. So if we look at this, though, you will see if we zoom in a little bit. So 14.6 billion. By the way, that number there is billions. So this is in billion US dollars. So if you think there's not a lot of money spent on football, folks, guess what? Billions on one single game. 14.6 billion. That's
Yeah.
staggering.
It is.
It's just staggering, that one game. However, you guessed the Super Bowl, so let's see how it stacks up
did.
against Valentine's. All right, again, billions spent. Like total expected Valentine's Day spending, billions. How is that even possible? So it's 14 versus 23 billion. Like
Almost
Valentine's,
24.
yeah, Valentine's pretty much blows the Super Bowl out of the water. I mean, come
Wow.
on.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that's a lot of spend on Valentine's Day. So, Russ, I'll put you on the spot. How much did you spend on Valentine's Day for me?
Nada.
What? What? Hold on. Let me get our camera back on so I can actually record my... What? Why didn't you spend anything on me for Valentine's Day? Aren't you just like... You're like the most romantic guy.
I know, but you don't like it. You don't like me
Well, no,
to...
wait. I don't
you
like
don't want me to buy you flowers on Valentine's Day.
Hold on.
What?
I don't like Valentine's Day? Is that what you're saying?
No, you like Valentine's Day. You just
Okay.
don't like me to... You don't like cards.
Yeah, I'm not a big person for cards.
And you don't like me buying you flowers for Valentine's Day.
Why?
You like me buying you flowers every other time, during the
right,
year,
but why
not
don't
on
I?
because
Explain.
they're always hiked up because it's Valentine's
And what is my
Day.
statement usually? My statement is
Buy them the week after.
buy them the week before and the week after, and I will get twice as many flowers for half the price.
And I apologise because I haven't done
You
it
didn't do it
either.
the week before or the well,
No.
we're not quite a week after
No.
Valentine's yet, so you still got a few days
Uh-huh.
left. Anyway, but yeah, because I can get twice as many flowers off of you, and I like flowers all year round. I'm not.
You do,
I'm
yes.
greedy. That's really what it
Uh-huh.
is. It's not because I don't like Valentine's. It's I'm greedy. I want as many flowers as possible in my lifetime. But I did actually get you something for Valentine's. I bought it before Valentine's, and I told you about it before Valentine's. But the reason I bought it is because I went, oh, this would be a good Valentine's Day gift.
Oh yeah, we got tickets to go and see a
Yeah, and it wasn't
comedian.
something to do on Valentine's
No,
either.
no.
But I saw these tickets pop up, and it's a comedian that we both like, and we thought, yeah, let's go see him. And he's actually just started touring for the first time since COVID,
Yeah.
and he's going to be up in he'll be up in Waukesha, in April sometime, right? It was April
Yeah.
sometime. Yep. So, yeah. So we just need to...
Is
Go-
it on my calendar?
It is on our calendar.
Is it?
It
Because I
is.
checked their calendar the other day and
I
couldn't see
it's
it.
on I think it's on your Follow Up Boss
All
calendar.
right, okay.
It's on the calendar. I checked it. So it's on the calendar. So sometime in April we'll be going to see that. And that's like a...
Who is it we're going to see?
His name is Tim Hawkins.
That's right.
So if you don't know who he is, he's a Christian comedian, but he's also like... He's big into like making up songs, but he's not... He's a clean... I would call him more of a clean comedian than necessarily a Christian comedian. I mean, he is a Christian. And sometimes he does talk about Christianity stuff that's really like funny. Like he'll talk about it, he'll like make fun of it or something. But it's mostly that he's a clean comedian. But he just writes the most hilarious songs. He talks a lot about relationships too.
Yeah.
Yeah. About wives and husbands, and because he is married. And his songs often have the theme of him doing something really stupid and his wife
Yeah.
saying, "I told you so."
Check him out.
But anyway, so
He's
Tim
on
Hawkins,
TikTok,
he'll
isn't
be...
he?
He's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, he's
Yeah.
on Facebook, he's lots of places. He's on YouTube. He's pretty much anywhere. You look up Tim Hawkins and you'll see what he does. Clean comedian. But anyway, we're going to go see him in April. He'll be up in Waukesha, so that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
So that was your Valentine's Day gift.
Uh-huh.
I still haven't got mine. Do I have to wait till April for mine?
Yeah. I got to wait till April. I'll buy you a drink at the concert.
I don't think that venue serves alcohol.
All right.
Yeah, it's not really that kind of venue. Yeah, I don't think they serve alcohol. It's not that kind of concert.
It's a Christian one.
It's not because it's Christian.
Okay.
I think it's actually taking place
They should
in
have
like a
wine.
large church, though.
Oh, okay.
I think it's taking
Well,
place in
they'll
like...
have wine.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't think so necessarily. Not probably at the concert so much. But anyway, so Valentine's does win out over football.
Yeah, that shocked me.
Yeah.
That really surprised me.
Yep. So girls win. And I don't know why you guys haven't figured out that ultimately the girls always win.
Yeah.
We just sometimes make you think that you've won, but if you've done what we've wanted, then we've won. And girls rule the world. You just don't always know this.
So Kimberly Root is in the house.
Hey,
and
Kimberly.
Hope you guys are having a great time.
Yes, we are. Hopefully you are having a good night. So what did you think? Kimberly, did you think it was going to be Valentine's or football? I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, let us know. What did you think it would be? But now you know. But let's talk a little bit as well, because I was in a training this week, and, you know, market conditions. This is talking about the economy. You know, how much do we spend on stuff? That's an economic thing. And they were also talking about economic trends. Now, a lot of people...
She said it was probably football, but...
Oh, she said it was probably football.
Yeah,
But it's not.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Yep, it's not football. It was Valentine's. Go back and watch the beginning of the broadcast. We actually ran the numbers. Valentine's kicked butt. So, but anyway, so talking about market conditions, they were talking about how people are concerned because there's so many pundits out there that are talking about the economy and it crashing and this and that and the other. And I think the biggest problem is people listening to national level news when it comes to economic factors. Because when you think about it, Russ, what are some of the economic factors in this area that we know our economy in this area isn't going to crash anytime soon?
Yeah, there's so many big businesses coming to our neck of the woods.
Or just have come.
Or have come, yeah. You've got Amazon, big concern. They moved over the border a few years ago into Kenosha.
That was Uline.
They're also up in Oak Creek as well.
I mean, Amazon
are in Kenosha.
Amazon didn't move over the border. They were never in Illinois.
But they're in Kenosha and Oak Creek.
Yeah, they are.
Two big depots.
Well, it's not even just two. It's like they have 4, I think, in Kenosha now, and
It's
I think they have
huge,
2 or 3 in Oak Creek. So.
And then we've got Uline that moved in to the area.
Yep.
We've got Bassett's. Is it Bassett's? Haribo's moved in. They're just finishing the building.
Yep, they're just finishing the building. That's down there. And there's all sorts of other warehousing that's going up that is getting filled.
That's without Foxconn.
Yeah, and Foxconn. This is the other thing that was interesting to me, because we were talking to someone the other day, and they were like, "Well, whatever happened to Foxconn?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, whatever happened? It's up and running." And he's like, "What?"
Yeah, they're already open for.
Well, it was a she, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're doing stuff. I actually, one of the guys I go fly tying with
Works for them.
works for them
That's like quality
as a
control.
quality control.
Yeah. So they are. So Foxconn is up. It's running. It's not as big as it was, but that's partly down to political factors that are limiting them from expanding the business.
Yeah.
But those political climates change a little bit, and they're going to just go gangbusters because they've got all the land, they've got all the space, they can do what they want to do and what they really want to get into in this area.
Yeah.
So just need to get the politics lined up with their goals, and then you're good. But you've got Uline, you've got Haribo, you've got Amazon, you've got Foxconn, and then you've got all these other logistics companies. Myers has expanded their logistics into this area. So there's like hundreds of there's actually like thousands of jobs that have just cropped up in this area in the last 4 to 5 years.
And all these companies use transportation, so there's all transport costs.
The jobs are not just doing those jobs.
I originally thought Uline had set up in where they did, right opposite to Amazon, because they supplied their boxes. But one of my clients actually works for Amazon. They said, no, they do their own boxes. They make their own. Yeah, they do not get supplied by Uline. So
right.
It was just coincidence
that they both set up right across from each other.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So Amazon does their own boxes, and Uline doesn't even supply them. But Uline moved their entire operation over the border, and then there's a ton of logistics. So here's the thing. What people don't keep in mind is the fact that when you have a big concern like that, you have to hire people to clean your buildings. So you have cleaners at night. Mm-hmm. You have, and those buildings are huge, and there's tons
security,
of them. You then have security. You have your logistics, your truck drivers, and that's not even talking about any of the people inside the building. You have your secretarial, you have your management, then you have your just basic worker.
You have your clerical staff. You have your workers.
Yeah.
You know.
You've got all these all these tons and tons of jobs that give people chances for advancement. And look, I know there's a lot of controversy around places like Amazon because they don't pay a ton of money and they work super hard there and things like that. But I've also known people who have risen up the management rank at Amazon and have done very well for themselves. So I think sometimes it's a matter of kind of just sticking it out and putting your head down and like really doing well. And when they see you do well, they, raise you up. But they're looking for more and more people to work there. Like, they're constantly hiring. But even in this area, that's the other thing. Incinerators hire. Every time we turn around, everybody in this area seems to be hiring for loads of jobs. And that is a huge, huge factor for our local economy and for whether people can buy and sell homes. Right now, people have not been priced out of buying a home in our area. And so first-time home buyers, there's still homes at there's still homes under 200,000 that are really decent homes that you can get.
I'm still working with clients that are first-time home buyers.
Yep, I know of one that's coming to the market early March that's going to be about $175. It's a really nice 3-bedroom, 1-bath, going to have a semi-finished basement.
Yep.
And it's going to be really nice. It's going to be a nice, stable, got a garage, nice little backyard, convenient location. So I know there's other stuff coming to the market. I know that there's new, first-time home buyers. And what we really need right now is we really need those people who want to move up to their second home. We need them to start moving. Because when they move, then the first-time home buyers, like right now, we're still getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
interest
offers.
Rates are still on the lower side.
Okay, but
they
let's talk about that.
Let's creeping up.
Okay, but let's talk about that because so many agents out there go, "Oh, you better buy now, you better buy now, you better buy now," because interest rates are going up. The problem is, interest rates are not going to go up by more than 1%.
Yeah.
Will you be able to buy a little bit less of a house if they go up? Yes, but this is the year for you guys to move up. If you're a move-up buyer, do it this year because we're going to be well below 5%. And when I started in real estate almost 10 years ago, it was still the same. It was like,
Yeah.
It was like 5% was pretty typical. So while interest rates dropped, there were still people who could get into great homes 10 years ago that I was helping them get into homes, and they didn't think anything of a 5%
And it
mortgage.
was really low. when we got to the lowest interest rates, it was well below what
it was
been
unsustainable.
Yeah,
It was
for
unsustainable.
years and years.
But what people don't realize is that interest rates are also linked to the bonds. Do you know anything about that?
Mm-hmm.
So they're linked to the bond structure. And because they're linked to the bond structure, that means if the government raises interest rates too fast, the government actually has to pay more interest
Yeah.
on the bonds that it's buying. So therefore the government's not going to raise it too fast, because then the government goes more in debt. So that's a problem for the government. So what am I saying is all of this, because this is a lot of head stuff and not a lot of heart stuff and not a lot of interesting stuff. But what's important is for people to understand there is absolutely zero reason in our local economy not to be buying or selling your house.
Oh no.
In our local economy,
Yeah.
our local economy right now, this is a great time, because here's the thing. We need people to move up to the next level, because there is this huge swath of first-time homebuyers out there. And yes, are you going to pay more for that home this year than you would 3 years ago? Yes, but don't be waiting for that bubble to burst, because there's no bubble happening this time.
No.
This is not
Not in our market anyway.
not in our market. Prices have gone up, but they have not gone up in a bubble-like manner. This is not like 2008 and 2009. Every
There is
economist,
still low inventory though. and
holy
so-
cow, I was actually listening to a video the other day.
Yeah.
We only have a month and a half of inventory in our area.
Yeah.
A month and a half. A healthy market, folks, by the way, a healthy market has 6 months inventory. A bad market has 12 months. It's actually, we are unhealthy in a way, like, for example, if it was a typically like an overeating market, we would call it like, you know, that they're eating too much or they're having too much time on market, like as if you were overweight. That would be if it was like 12 months. But right now, we're like anorexic in our market, because we only have a month and a half of supply. That's not enough to sustain.
It's not.
It's
no.
actually not healthy. And the best thing, if people are concerned about our economy and concerned about stuff, the best thing that you can do in our economy right now is buy and sell. Like, keep spending spend your money, buy stuff, get stuff, go in and out. I mean, I don't mean spend your money recklessly, but the best thing you can do for the local economy right now
Unless
is to
you're
spend
already
your
buying
money.
a house, and then don't spend your money.
Yeah.
Wait
No, I mean-
until after closing.
No, but what I mean is, if you want to help the economy to stay afloat, the way to do that is you actually have to spend money. A lot of people, when they hear the economy is in trouble or whatever, what they do is they hoard. And that has the absolute opposite effect on the economy that it should.
Yeah.
You're better off spending. So spend that money and upgrade your home. Get that next place going, because that actually helps our real estate economy to be better. And it actually makes us move towards health. So if you have a house, if you're a family looking to move up, this is the time to be selling your house. You're going to get a great price for it. But the key is that we want to get you into some place to buy first, because buying's really hard right now.
Yeah.
So the key
Buying's
is
more difficult,
right,
because there's so many buyers and
so much
low
competition.
inventory. You've got a lot of competition where. and
However,
that's
you're
why
really
we've-
good. You're really good at this. I can't remember the last one that you got rejected. When was the last offer that you had rejected? Did you have maybe one last year rejected? Most of your offers got accepted. You walked away from a couple of them because the houses were in really bad
Walked away
shape.
from a couple at inspection after inspection.
But you got accepted offers on most everything you wrote on last
And
year.
I think I had one. No, that was the year before. Yeah, last year. Maybe one.
Yeah. Maybe one that didn't get accepted. And you still
Yeah.
got them into a house. It was just one.
Yeah, I still found them another house.
Yeah, every buyer you worked with, you got them into a house last
Yeah.
year.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's one thing I pride myself on, is I will find them saying.
Yeah, you'll find them the house that's
And
going to be a good fit.
More often than not, I find it on the first time out.
I know, that's
so-
amazing to me. It's a skill
Yeah.
I don't have, folks, so that's why it amazes me. But anyway, if you are looking to buy or sell, right now is actually a great time to do it. This spring market, it's going to be booming. One last thing, though, I wanted to bring up tonight and talk about is we've got tickets for the Home and Garden Show.
We do. It's finally being held.
Yay.
It's
2
been
years.
2 years we've
So
been
it was
without
canceled in
it.
2020 because it was right around COVID time.
Yes.
When we got shut down
They
for
had
COVID.
no knowledge, so they shut it down completely. It was cancelled. We did already have the tickets, but it was all
Yep.
cancelled.
Yep.
And then
We got
last year
refund-
they didn't even.
We did get refunded.
Yeah.
Because they said, well, I get it. You canceled the show. You couldn't really use your tickets if we canceled. And we had sent them out and everything. So,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. But we just got our tickets this year, just now. Like
Yes.
today, I went and picked them up. So if you want tickets to the Home and Garden Show, drop us a message either on TAMT
it gets
Homes.
held at State Fair Park.
Yep, up in Milwaukee. You pay for
In
your parking.
Milwaukee.
Kids
Yeah.
under 18, I think, are free. I think it's kids under 18 are free.
I'm not sure on the age for that.
I think they're pretty much kids are free and adults they pay
Normally,
for.
it's always been children that go free, but I'm not sure.
Definitely
what age
like
group.
12 or 13. I don't think they
Yeah.
really check, honestly. I think as long as your kids are like your kids and they're with you as adults,
But you
they
do
don't care.
need one ticket per adult. So
Yep. So we've got some for you.
Yep.
So if you're one of our clients or past clients you've bought and sold with us before, you don't have to ask us for them. You're going to get them in the mail anyway. But
unless
if
you've moved out of state, and
But
then,
if you have not bought or sold a house with us before, then you need to get in touch with us. And yes, Superfan Sandy, sorry, we are not sending you Home and Garden tickets. So
no, unless you're coming up on a visit.
if you're coming up on a visit, I'll hold a couple for you. So, then that would be fine. But otherwise, no, you're not getting them. But that's because you live in the Carolinas. So, so Home and Garden Show tickets, we've got them. We picked them up today, and we'll be mailing them out probably Monday or Tuesday, actually, probably because of President's Day
it's
on Monday.
President's Day on Monday.
So there will be no mail on Monday, but yeah, we'll have them all ready to go, and they can go out in the mail on Tuesday. So look for those Home and Garden tickets if you've been a past client. If you're not, let us know you want some.
So if you're off on Monday,
Is there anything else we need
have
to
a
cover?
good day on
I feel like
President's
we've
Day.
been talking a long time.
What do you normally do on President's Day?
Nothing. I work. It is-
What did most people do on President's
they
Day?
work. Most people work.
Do they?
Unless they work for a bank, then
All
yes.
right, so it's just government offices.
Yeah, it's government
Get the day
offices. Yeah, government offices, banks, stuff like that.
Okay, because we didn't have President's Day in the
Because
UK.
because you
obviously.
don't have presidents.
No,
Doctors don't take the day off. Nurses
but we didn't
don't
get
take
a
the day
Queen's
off.
Day either.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
You don't get off for the Queen's birthday?
No.
Either
We
of them?
sometimes get it off for a special jubilee,
Right.
but no.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, I worked for the police, so I never got.
Yeah.
We.
See, that's the
got
problem
time
is
off.
that some
We
government
had to
employees
work Christmas Day as well.
exactly. So you didn't get time off. So
No.
anyway, folks, thanks for joining us. We went a little longer
Yeah.
than we're trying to. We keep trying to keep it down to 15, 20 minutes, and darn it, keep going over. So we're gonna end it there. And you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you here next week at 7 o'clock. And
Yeah.
talk to you later. Bye for now.
Bye.